Hey everybody, this is Orava speaking, accompanied by Miss Lumi.
Hey everybody!
We are the Groovy Squirrels, and today we are going to play some Going Medieval, which is arguably not exactly a clone, but looks very much alike Rimworld.
It does.
All right, so let's talk a bit about the game itself. So, first thing I do like about it, or at least about its design, every character have their own personality as well as their own statistics. I guess hate is a stat, and same with weight.
Yeah, it's about the size.
Not that it actually changed anything in the gameplay, to be honest, but it gives them their little colorful side.
I actually like that there is unique personalities in this game. It spices it up and gives that own little twist on it.
Exactly. Everybody have their own inventory and statistics, which are actually detailed in right here, in attributes. You have a ton of statistics.
Yeah, this game really loves stats and has tons of little things to follow.
Of course, it varies depending on their equipment or their base stats or their likes. Let's talk about the skill panel. So essentially, you have 13 skills, which people are good at depending on their liking or their base stats. For example, Behild is a cannibal that is a doctor. I guess eventually you get good at medicine the more you eat through entrails. So if there's a link with it. So currently she's my main doctor. But she actually doesn't exactly like it.
She doesn't like people, but she likes how they taste.
Makes sense. I guess she rather eat people than heal them. Although she likes to smith, but she has a horrible skill level for it.
She will learn, don't worry.
Of course, this is based on their liking, which again, the deja vu, but I'm definitely not here to complain.
Yeah, you better not complain.
Let's talk about these panel right here. So first one is the job panel, where you have the job priorities and the you can base on the liking of your civilian. Now, I have some feeling of deja vu. Maybe it's some coincidence. I don't know where else I've seen this.
Oh, shush you. It's just your imagination that is playing tricks on you.
Next, you have the schedules where you can actually tell your civilian that, yeah, you just need 6 hours of sleep a day.
Ah, poor them. You are really mean to them.
Well, yeah, sure. Poor them.
I swear you.
Now, you have this section right here where you can manage your civilians' weaponry and all their equipment. This is the research panel, which is actually quite complete, or at least you have lots of options. Another thing I want to say about this game is that the research is based on chronicles, which are books your civilian writes whenever they at the research bench. So let me give you an example. So all those books are research chronicles. They are used for the research itself. So let's say I want to unlock clay brick making. I would need 20 chronicles in order to make it, but I only have 13. So
Oh, that's sad.
tough luck for now. Here we have keep it cool, doing some research at the bench, writing some chronicles in order to advance my civilization.
Wow, so this is why he sleeps only 6 hours. You are forcing him to write all the time, so you can get your chronicles faster.
Exactly. It's like, right, the little monkey, right. Here we have some wine brewing because it is the base of everything in this game, or at least if I was back then in a medieval time, I would definitely need a drink too.
Yeah, I guess. Just like you need coffee at morning to wake up, they would need their fix to start the day too.
Yeah, everybody needs a drink once in a while in this game. Otherwise, they get grumpy and they actually get a debuff on their mood, which is obviously not good. Yeah, let's talk about the mood panel. The mood panel is, like I said earlier, I have a feeling of deja vu, but nah, coincidence. But it basically tells you about how your current civilian feels. and essentially they have their own, since they have their own personality. For example, Bayhill Mallet at some point ate some human meat because she's a seasoned cannibal. And as we all know, cannibals absolutely loves getting their delicacies, so she got a mood buff. Actually quite cool. Last but not least, we have the health panel for the civilian, where you have the hit points, the blood, the pain threshold, stomach, that is about, I guess, food, and consciousness. And oh wait, stomach. If your civilian drinks a lot, stomach actually gets hurt. So I guess it's linked.
Yeah, it's a bloating warning and liver crying.
Consciousness, well, if your civilian is too much dizzy and basically get too many debuffs, well, eventually your civilian collapse on the floor and is KO and needs to be picked up by its fellow. The building system in this game is quite neat. So it's exactly like Rimworld, but for those who haven't played it, you actually make walls in order to differentiate your buildings. Except in here, you can have floors. It's in tree.
Yeah, it's a nice layer system.
And for instance, I have this stairs leading up to my second floor of my big crafting building, and there's a third floor. As you may notice by the discoloration, I use a different material for the second floor.
Yeah, you styled it out.
But that's okay. You have the crafting station. Right now, I only have a few because I haven't unlocked everything. You have furniture to make your settlement prettier.
Yeah, end up filling with fancy stuff.
Well, it's actually useful. Beds, tables, stools, all the need. Here you have those leisure activities items like well, you have shrine. It's important to build a few because your civilians have religions they want to follow, so they need to pray. Like, look at SpongeBob praying to his god.
Yeah, it is evil squirrel who is asking more nuts.
And apparently everybody in this game loves backgammon, so oblige them.
Yeah, I guess they need their gamble.
Miscellaneous. Unmarked graves, pyres, fences to make your actual settlement prettier. Warfare, I don't have much yet, but this is essentially to defend your own settlement in case you're playing at a higher difficulty.
It is good to have to keep those bad boys away.
Let's talk about the crafting system in this game. So you have different places where you actually can operate the magic. For example, I have meal being produced by some of my best cook in the settlement here. This is Mod that, as you can see, has a whopping 28 culinary skill. That's quite good. Of course, she's very passionate about her crafts.
Yeah, she knows her poison and how to make it taste good. And also how to get out of it.
You have the butcher table for cutting the game. And all those poor bunnies have been hunting around.
Hey, don't be so mean.
You have
don't kill those cute bunnies.
Well, they really did not have to be so delicious, you know?
Leave them alone.
It's their own fault at some point, Miss Lumi.
I swear, one day they will get
Swear,
you.
conspiring with the enemies like bunnies. So, in a game, you have a gathering system and stockpiles. As you can see, I store all of my delicious food.
And in ingredients.
Oh, as you can see, a stew does not decay. This is really good. Huh.
Well, if it's fermented or it has a lot of alcohol, it can stay a long time good.
Basically, I have one of my civilian Bayhill to carry around all the stuff to the stockpile whenever needed. So, in better season, you actually can grow crops.
Yeah, sadly it's winter now.
And essentially, you have quite a variety of crops. Like, for example, here I grow herbs that will be used to heal my civilians in case they get hurt. I have cabbages, carrots, red currants, which is used for booze or just eating. But let's be frank here, booze is the better option. Right, Miss Lumi?
Yes, of course, that's the way to go.
Barley, that is used for booze. And we have beets that is used for food. And in case you actually run out of wood, which is quite possible because this game requires a metric ton of wood, you actually can grow trees. It takes time to actually get those trees grown, but essentially it is so needed.
But yeah, I like how this game is done. The gameplay looks nice and I like all those crafting and farming possibilities. Graphics are simple, but it's okay. It's the gameplay that matters, after all.
Oh, definitely. The graphics aren't exactly the best, but at this point, who cares? You played RuneScape before, you played Rimworld, you played those kind of game, and we all know that as if you actually spend too much time on graphics, eventually you lose on the gameplay. Now, it does the job for what it is, and let me be honest here. The game is barely 1 gigabyte. It really does the job. Like in my opinion, I rather have a smaller game rather than a big game where you have a graphical mess.
Yeah, sometimes the size and the looks doesn't matter. It's more about the gameplay.
It does the job.
Same with the music. The music is not the best in here, but then again, it fits with the simple look.
I rather that the creator of the game focus on the gameplay rather than the music. Although it can make a game good, like and the game is not exactly known to have the best music, just some loots playing, but it does the job, like I said.
Yeah, I totally agree on that.
I definitely recommend the game itself, for especially for those who actually likes, for example, The Sims or Rimworld, but you're looking for a different experience in 3D. This game is really refreshing and has ideas on its own and does have a potential.
Yeah, it really has.
There's definitely space for improvement, but so far they definitely managed to create a fun experience and something unique. Well, the graphics aren't exactly top notch, but at this point, let me ask a question: who cares?
Overall, the game and the gameplay looks really nice.
The gameplay is nice. It's basically a colony simulator in the Middle Age.
Oh, and don't forget, it's still in early access, so it will improve from this.
Of course, not every game is perfect, and it has its flaws. The music and the graphics, like I said, is not exactly top notch, but it's everything is made up with the actual gameplay itself and the depth of what you can do. This game has soul.
Yeah, nice medieval show.
Indeed, it does. It has been entertaining for Miss Lumi to watch.
Yeah, it did. I really had fun watching you playing it, and of course I want to see more. I'm already curious to see what we will do next in it. Hey, that's all today. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Bye bye.